What is happening, everybody? I hope you're all well, and welcome back to Dragon Age the Veilguard. It kind of seems like we're running up on the last stretch here. We did all of our companion quests, to my knowledge, unless Lucanis is going to pull something out of his ass towards the end. And we got all of our quests done. All the side content is officially finished. All of our factions are maxed out, apart from the Crows, which I don't know if that's even possible anymore, since it got blighted when we chose to help Tevinter. So the only two quests we had left was to go to the Crows and come see the Inquisitor. I figured I'd start with the Inquisitor, and then we can go chit-chat with the Crows after the fact. I'll save here just in case it ends up being a one or the other type deal, but I'm curious to talk to the Inquisitor and learn what's been going on in the south. I'd say we'd do a catch-up with the Inquisitor.
These meetings can't be good for business. I'm here, Inquisitor. It isn't just Inquisitor, is it? You were someone before that.
I'm a Trevelyan. Feels like someone I haven't seen for a long time. Morrigan is holding a perimeter. We're alone. Tell me what Solus did at Elgernon's ritual.
Sounds like you already know.
I need to hear it from you.
We were up against an archdemon and he reached out to help. Seemingly.
You're not sure about his motives?
Could be genuine. Could be self-interest. It'd have been screwed too if we didn't make it.
He's never clear. But he's always thinking about where it ends. How many of his names do you know? God of Lies, Dreadwolf, Fen-Harel. They're titles he earned from enemies, followers, and fractured history. I called him by another name for a time. Comrade, if not friend.
You went your separate ways when he turned to ending the world?
There was some unfortunate overlap. I will never excuse what he's done. He's killed people I held dear. You know this too.
But
he became those names when he fought gods, and regret for his world turned into destroying ours. Sound familiar?
Solus earned his prison. And the gods have earned what's coming to them too.
I'm just saying, focus on tomorrow. They're the ones looking backward.
Simple as one of Varric's morals. Don't become what you hate.
Or trapped by what we've lost. Also one of his. Tell me about the team you've built.
Are they a concern, or?
You're handling things. This part, what you have now. I just miss the banter about friends.
Yeah, I think we all miss the party banter with friends. It's always the nostalgia scenes that get me, man. Alright, I figured that wouldn't be taking up too much of our time, which is why I came to do that first. I figured the Treviso quest would be the one that was the actual quest. So if we take a look at our journal, I'm pretty sure I'll only have, yep, just the one. Definitely feels finite. I think we're approaching here on the end. Let's go talk to the Crows. See how much of this place we can fix.
Rook stopped the Autom. Took down their comic maker. He did your job for you. He's a hero.
Just a meddling busybody. Where was Rook when the dragon attacked our city?
Killing the other dragon that attacked the other city.
I can't believe you're defending them.
I am not defending anyone, Jacobus.
You're letting them be a part of this? My cousin died because the governor didn't stop the Antom from taking over.
Jacobus?
I'm fine. But I'm not going to be a part of this.
Yeah, blight sickness.
Well, now that that unpleasantness is dealt with, about your mysterious informant.
Whoever they are, they know the Antam and Treviso.
Your message made it sound like this informant also knows where the gods are staging their ritual.
Treviso does not need this troublemaker. This should be left to proper officials.
It very much concerns Rook. We have a contact who offers access to the Butcher and privileged information on the gods.
A chance to find your gods and to free the city. A prize for both our causes.
I'll help where I can.
Both are important. Strong with the crows, strong against the gods.
Someone else seems to think so. The contact knows the city and the Antam.
How do you know it's for real?
They gave us patrol patterns. Dreadnought arrivals.
I'm still wondering if you were in on Ilario's little
And you
play.
didn't share this with me.
People in this city continue to sicken and die.
Kinda
Do you not
convenient
have
that he
other
just
more
worked with the
pressing matters
Anton
to
the whole
attend to?
time.
So where are we meeting?
Near the field hospital, where the market used to be.
And they asked for me, not you or Viago.
Even with what happened to Treviso, your fight against the gods is spoken of by many. You have respect, and no small admiration.
From who, though? That's the question.
Hypothetically, what if I'm walking into an ambush?
Kill them all,
I
walk
would
out.
prepare for one.
Not everything is an adder in the wardrobe.
I said to prepare. I didn't say not to go.
What about the human help the Anton was getting? You have any leads on that?
I think he's
We
standing
continue
next to
what
you.
started. The other Talons are turning over every stone.
You trust them? Not even your first Talon is safe from your infighting.
We are all Antivan crows.
And yet those of us sworn to Treviso are beneath you.
Seems like he would have quite an investment in getting above the crows, huh? By working with the Anton, maybe.
There's really no clue who it is.
They're foolish enough to think crows are reliable. That's a clue about their worth.
He's very
promise help.
bold to talk
So
like
do
that
you when you're
inside the
not killing
Antivan
each
Crows
other.
home base.
Treviso deserves better.
It's getting the best.
The legendary assassins would not let him sit there and talk like that.
I'll talk with this mystery contact.
The real mystery here is how he's still alive in the middle of the Antivan Crows base talking like that.
If we can remove the Butcher and weaken the Antam, then perhaps Treviso can start to heal from the blight. With luck, this informant is our key to that. Find them, Rook. Hear what they have to say.
Can do.
Our informant is
I'll
near
make sure
the
I
field
knock this
hospital.
asshole off a ledge too if I
They
ever get the
said
chance.
you know them on sight.
Remember, there are injured people there. Don't damage anything.
Nobody asked for your opinion. We would recognize them on sight, huh? Now are they talking to Rook or are they talking to the
Unknown
player?
contact. Sounds like a trap.
We're fighting gods with the crows. I'm curious who would try to trap us.
Curious where my boy Zevran is at.
Actually knows where Elganon and Gillenane are performing their next ritual. It's worth the risk.
The hell is there a Reaper up there?
Got company.
Alright. Going to the Thunderdome, boys.
And Rook takes that.
He's having a bad day. Block that, bitch. Goodbye.
Give the odds.
Here's our quest star.
Okay. Iago and Taya said our informant is somewhere in the market. Let's find them.
I mean, who is you guys' money on?
Information about the god's location is actually true.
Who do you think we're actually meeting here? Someone we recognize on sight, apparently, but I don't think there's that many people unaccounted for here.
Rook, I presume.
The Butcher.
There's no need for that. Treviso is the trap, not this meeting. Please. So tense. I promise I'll signal when it's time to fight.
Strange way to ambush someone.
I don't have to ambush anyone. You think I couldn't just march on the crows? Scattered Antom flock to me. I have the soldiers to raise your casino and every inch of this city.
But I'll bet there's no profit in actually winning.
There's money being made by the occupation, but not by me. I said Treviso was the trap, and I meant it. The Jewel of Antiva. She sings even while caged. Such purity in every stone. It's trapped my heart. I love this city.
You have a strange way of showing your affection.
I conquered it. I didn't betray it. Not like the cattle born here. You know there are traitors here. They ransom their own city. Literal gods stalk the land, but these filth worship their own purses. But you're different. You and the crows stay true to your roles. It means something when you die, and even more when you kill. You're as much a work of art as this city. And you want a secret from me.
If you really do love this city, you'll tell me where the gods are holding their ritual.
The gods, they give strength. But all they ask in return is everything. I can feel their corruption. I can hear their whispers. They're calling for a ritual. If I give in, I'll know where you need to go. But I will lose my jewel. My city! So... you live in a casino. Let us make a game of this. I will become what the gods want. Welcome their whispers. Meet me and show me if the crows deserve my city.
That's about what I would expect from a Kunari, more or less. He was better than the Dragon King, I tell you that much.
And he's letting himself fall to the blight. Finish them off. We need to go after the Butcher. So the Butcher wants us to prove we're worthy of saving Treviso. That's what's happening.
He's given in to the gods' corruption.
And so we are gonna do what exactly? Go 1v1 him and his Antom?
Everyone's acting like normal. Like the Butcher hasn't gone nuts.
So they don't know. Or it's easier to play along.
Safer to keep your head down, I guess.
I wait among the drowned.
We're going to be okay.
He waits among the drowned.
I see what you need. Prove you deserve it.
Hear the shift in his voice. He's changing.
He was resisting that before, though.
I'll not abandon you to the traitors who gave you to me.
He must be a savage to be resisting that the whole time.
There's the Butcher. He's a Reaver and fighting his own Anton.
That thing's a monster. How can he tell us anything about the gods?
We have to hope he's still in there.
I see you, Rook, and I see the ritual. Let me fight me when they say.
Whatever you say.
This is the power the gods give.
Butcher, where is the ritual?
So beautiful, but not at Treviso.
Nice move.
Oh man.
I will ritual. You say sure.
There's nothing left of it.
I see Tearstone Island. The ritual. Tearstone Island.
Take him out! He's gone. And he named the ritual site. Tearstone Island.
The Butcher didn't lie, for whatever that's worth.
What did he do that for? Did he just want to die? Did he regret?
He got the death he wanted. Good trade, I guess. And he gave us the information we came for.
Yes, truly the Butcher was a paragon of honor and virtue, and we are all devastated to see him go.
Eventually.
And now you have a location for your final
And nobody's surprised.
confrontation. The gods are at Tearstone Island. Isn't that what you wanted? A chance to die a hero's death? So go. Leave Treviso to those who deserve it. What's left of it, anyways.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us, Governor?
Oh, please, just say what you're thinking.
You sold Treviso out to the Antam.
I did what I did to help this city.
Well, I called the shit out of this around 6 minutes
to
ago.
keep my people from being slaughtered like cattle by the Antam. And you let us suffer and sicken in favor of Menrathus.
I'm not sure why the Canary are following this little asshole though.
You gave up the whole city. Treviso is dying, Rook, and its killer wears your face.
I've met some terrible people lately. Even without counting Elganon and Gillenane. You're right up there in some pretty august company. What if Treviso's people could have fought back? Could have rallied to the city's defense? But the Antam kept them weak, let them die. That happened because of a choice you made. I live with the consequences of my decisions. Can you say the same?
You live with nothing, Rook. You have the luxury of distraction, of defining all your actions by the greater good. So take your team to Tearstone Island. Face Elganon and Gillenane, strike them down. Or don't. Either way, Treviso is dying. But it's still mine. Leave its funerary
Not for very
rites to
long.
one who cared enough about this city to make themselves its villain.
Why did the Canary give a fuck about him? Why are they following him?
It makes sense now. Every decision they made shows it.
The governor betrayed us all. And for what?
Didn't you all hear how he was
A
just
city
talking
that
in
is
here? Are
sick.
you surprised?
And whose recovery will be measured in years.
I take it you heard? The Butcher's dead.
And in his place is the traitor we knew was lurking. And the Antam fell in line?
Whatever the Antam are looking for, Eventually's giving it to them.
The blight changes things. Even the Antam fear it. The governor has given them a clear purpose. They were more cunning than I thought.
Yeah, I mean, I knew.
Something always bothered me.
You all
about
should have known
Evenchi.
too.
Many things bothered me about Evenchi, yet I did not spot the most important one.
This wasn't a failure. You gave us the name we needed.
The hand that leashed Treviso. The butcher was the mouth, but the hand was Evenchi all along. They think they have the power in the Antam, and a network doing their will.
But we have the face of our enemy.
Evenchi will be hiding, so we will hound their Antam and make them desperate.
When the governors show themselves again, we end this.
Evenchi keeps talking about restoring order and rebuilding Treviso. But what then?
I believe the good governor's plan was to risk the city to try and claim the nation. If the Antam beheaded the crows, who would merchant princes hire? Who would invaders fear?
As if the Antam would fill that role. This was a bookkeeper's angry grab at power.
Canary are pretty good at striking fear, actually. Well,
more support.
they used to be.
The gods might come for us, but
Should
they're
have seen what
coming
happened
for
in Kirkwall.
everyone.
Nobody was fucking
I
with
believe you are
Kirkwall.
crafting the answer to that, and we will help as we can.
When Evenchi left, they made it sound like they were planning something.
I suspect it will be about restoring order as they see it, and that the crows will be first on their list.
Whatever the good governor's intent, we'll end it.
We'll stop Evenchi.
The gods. Did you learn where they will be?
Tearstone Island. Evenchi confirmed it before they left.
We know the time to face Elgar'nan and Gillenane approaches, but it will not take us long to find Evenchi.
If you truly want to help Treviso recover from the blight, help us deal with the governor.
Say less.
We'll let you know when we'll make our move. And after that, Treviso will be free.
Yeah, his ass is grass, to be honest. Maybe he'll explain some more in his deathbed. I would love to know why the Canary are following him. Why they even give a shit about that. Couldn't they do everything that they want to do without him? Why do they need the governor? Just kill his ass and then you can be the protection for Treviso in general. And I mean, I guess the butcher was kind of interesting, right? He knew that he was slipping and falling into the blight or whatever and he wanted to die. Maybe he wasn't too far out of the queue as we're led to believe. He was talking a lot about filling his role and stuff like that. The blight-corrupted butcher revealed Tearstone Island as the location of the god's next ritual. He is dead, but Governor Evenchi declared themselves the one who betrayed Treviso to the Antam. Now Evenchi controls the Antam, and the crows must fight harder than ever to depose the corrupted governor.
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
So it would seem. Let's take a look at all this. Make sure we have no quests elsewhere before we hop on back. It's like we're all good. The crows are getting up there too. Now it's a 2721 out of 3 at 3200, so we might be able to sneak Treviso into max rank. Missives. Message from the front, the drums of war. Rook, events move with tremendous speed. Much that we thought certain has turned out to be only wishful thinking, and every day we find ourselves pushed to our limits. The Darkspawn, until now, little more than a trickle, have become a flood, and we've been forced to abandon villages and settlements all across southern Ferelden. We have retaken Skyhold from the demons that infested it, and there we've brought refugees from this onslaught. How fitting that the fortress that housed my people when we waged war against Corypheus should serve to once again protect the innocent from would-be gods. Yet I fear that even Skyhold won't be sufficient. Already the Darkspawn have claimed Redcliffe, and the shores of Lake Calenhad writhe with the Blight's corruption. Our land sickens and dies, and I fear that whoever among Ferelden's people live through this relentless assault will starve to death instead. It's a cruel fate for those who have already been through so much. Skyhold stands as firm as the rock of the mountains themselves, but stone provides little sustenance. The chastened and Avar hunt and bring food, but even they return empty-handed more often than not. But hope remains. There has been no sign of the Antam in the waking sea, and reports from Orlais suggest that the Venatori have been fought to a standstill. The Free Marchers have unified under a single banner, and even now march south to aid us in our struggle. I can't say with confidence that we'll win this war, but we will make the gods pay in blood for every inch of ground. The people of Thedas have not yet fallen, and I hope they never will. It doesn't really sound like it's going well. Broden and Lake Callan being gone just gave me literal flashbacks of Dragon Age Origins and the way that game looks in those games. What is this? Rook, we've gotten wind of what Governor Evenchi plans for Treviso. It is not good. Come find us in the Diamond. Time to kill. Alright, how long have we been going here? 25 minutes. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go put Evenchi in the ground. Get Treviso back up on its feet. Before we head off to an island and throw ourselves into the abyss.
The crows have harried the Antam, and Evenchi is revealed.
Rook, good. We have discovered what Evenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the comic master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some comic had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Evenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now Evenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city.
We saw what happened in Kirkwall when they used that poison. That is not good.
Who is Evenchi planning to poison with the comic? Aside from the crows.
People who have spoken up too loudly against the Antam.
Anyone too friendly with the crows. I doubt Evenchi is familiar with poisons. I guarantee the comic will spread to the rest of the city as well.
Destroying your own people's minds. How could Evenchi do this?
By telling themselves there is nothing else to be done.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight, the governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Evenchi from releasing the comic.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Evenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
You're gonna do
you
something
think Evenchi
foolish.
would target the field hospital?
We got a waypoint right there.
There's the garrison.
Davrin.
Onto the garrison and the governor.
It's been a while since we've been back this side.
The courtyard looks empty.
Thought the governor would have Antam guarding the place.
We clear the garrison this time. Evenchi's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
Clear the garrison. Where it's so easy, Rook.
Look! Intruders! Now, we can escape across the coast.
Level 50.
Courtyard's full of darkspawn.
That explains why Evenchi's Antam were trying to run. Wait! Jacobus?
He's blighted.
Okay. Now for Avenchi.
I will see you dead if it's the last thing I do before the blight takes me!
We're gonna lose that shit in here.
Yeah. Something's wrong.
You think? That would be the Kamek. The green gas all over the sky.
I see the comic is working!
Outside of his monologue and bullshit.
Why don't you die? Why don't you give up?
I see you, bitch.
Something's ready.
If that damned dark spawn at the gates hadn't scratched me, blighted me, if you hadn't interfered,
It wouldn't have made a difference.
neither will my death. My comic could have helped stabilize the city. But it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
Maybe Treviso will survive. Maybe not. You've lost the right to know.
You must be so proud. Leaving this city in the grip of murderers.
And how many did you just kill?
You did all this for Treviso, Avenchi. To protect it. But you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love?
Well, there goes his ass. So basically, after the Butcher died, they couldn't do anything about the Blight. Since they rebelled against the Blight came into the fortress, slaughtered everybody, blighted Evenche, so he panicked and released the Kamek everywhere, including into his own army, and then this is where we ended up with this. They're just all dead. That's two of the Canary warlords just in a box. There was three, right? There was the Butcher, the Dragon King, and one more whose name I'm not remembering. But I don't think the other one has anything to do with Treviso, so...
If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in time. Rook! I should have wine. We should toast you.
Evenchi is dead. The comic is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Antam remain, though with Evenchi gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
Treviso would have fallen long ago if it really didn't have a chance.
I'm not so sure. A city is only as healthy as those who care for it.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
Good enough.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Antam and the Blight.
Jacobus the Fledgling fell to the Blight in Treviso, but not before using the last of his wits to lead Darkspawn into the garrison, which overran Evenchi's Antam and blighted the governor. The team put Jacobus to rest, then rushed to stop a despondent Evenchi from unleashing Kamek on the city. With them dead, Treviso can finally move forward without being manipulated by one of its own, so is the kid who led that Darkspawn incursion there. I see. Well, for what it's worth, kid, you did good. You got what you wanted. They're in excellent, but they're not max rank yet. But I don't think I can even rank them up, because when you talk to the spirit vendor, he doesn't have a rank up button. You could just sell shit to him. So we can max out the bar, but I don't think we'll be able to pop off the whole ranks. Now, Docktown's clean, Hosberg is clean, Necropolis is clean, clean, and clean. Alright, so we'll go back to the lighthouse, we'll wrap this one up, and then next episode we can get going on Tearstone Island and give them hell. Lucanis, you have any thoughts on that? I figured you would. Let's go chat to the man before we wrap. Figured he'd want to share his thoughts on the fate of Treviso. I did tell him I would do what I could the whole time. Enter. And we did get level 50. And we are max rank, so 50 is max. And we end right there on my plus 50 rage. This, if you want to screenshot and copy my build, you can kind of just look at this to see which ones I picked on. I'll maybe do an in-depth build guide towards the end of the game. But I gotta be honest, I'm feeling a little, I don't know if it's because Assassin's Creed Shadows came out or whatever, but I'm feeling a little burnt out on this game, actually, so probably for the best that we're getting pretty close to the end, because boy oh boy, that Dragon King questline really put a bad taste in my mouth for this game, and then you have things going on in the game that is really starting to bug me. The Butcher wasn't bad, but the Butcher did redeem it a little.
Lucanis?
But a lot of my excitement has left me for this.
Like me. Spite, I mean, when he manifests.
That makes sense, doesn't it? What's on your mind?
I've been thinking. Treviso is as safe as we can make it. So, when my contract to you is fulfilled, Spite and I will go our separate ways. Literally, I'm going to seek out a way to separate us, wherever that takes me.
You don't need to.
What was it Nev said? That killing the demon in the Fade could do it?
Could. She says there are no guarantees. Besides, our circumstances are unique.
He doesn't need to abandon his ship like that.
Together.
And because I pay my debts, even to him.
If you could find a way, imagine what it could change. It would give hope to so many people.
I must start with one person. From what we've seen, changing the world is better done by degrees.
Sure. You sound like you've still got some doubts.
Being possessed. It's not like separating oil and water. Each element permanently infuses the other. Spite wears my face, uses my skills. I know I've grown stronger. So, say I cast out Spite with all he's learned from me. What then? What if I free myself, but unleash a true demon of Virantium?
A demon who's worked in a team, saved people, and made friends.
He'd lose them if I cast him out.
You keep saying that. Like you'd miss him.
He's been part of me. He'd be alone.
Spite will only be alone if he chooses to be. But you can't control that. All you can do is trust that you're making the right call. For both of you.
I know. But from someone else, it's easier to believe. And it's easier to see a future I can live with when this is done. To strike hardest, one must aim beyond the target. Let's end it, Rook. You and I and spite, and all the fury we can muster.
Aye, aye. Oh, hero of the Veilguard. Blood runs thicker than wine, but it matters little when family so easily betrays each other. House de la Morte will survive all. Your support has allowed Lucanis to face his inner demons and protect what matters most. Defiant and unrelenting, Lucanis gives no quarter to his targets, preying on their weaknesses and giving them no chance to recover. With expertise comes notoriety. This suit is reinforced in every place that counts, protecting against even the most unexpected strikes. Let's get his Krog here on. And that would be the whole party now is a Veilguard champion, so... And there's 300 Antivan Crow's strength, which means they are also now max rank. Unfortunately, I can't benefit from that in any way, shape, or form, because the merchant is the spirit in my crossroads, but alas, since we did just get all that squared away, and I would imagine now, with the world being how it is at this point, we are certainly towards the end of the game. So, I think this is a pretty good spot to wrap up, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like and a comment. If you want to support the cause and help improve the channel, please do check out the links in the description below. Otherwise, stay tuned, and I'll see you soon with more Dragon Age the Veilguard. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Peace.